Good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the channel. Swordfire X5 here in the studio. Boom, boom, boom. Kicking ass like Johnny Lawrence from Cobra Kai. If you haven't watched Cobra Kai yet, season 4, check it out, man. I love that show. It's fun. It's easy to watch. And given my martial arts background, I really do enjoy it. Hope everybody's doing good. January 28th, 2022. Just got in from doing a little snow blowing. It's been literally nothing but snow removal for me for like the past 2 weeks, man. It's been crazy. It's been very physically exhausting, but also very good. It's good to get motivation in the wintertime. Man, you know, it's easy to get sluggish in the winter, which is what I do. Given the, like I said, I just watched season 4 of Cobra Kai. I finished it. So I've been doing a lot of couch potato TV watching. My girlfriend and I, we started Ozark over because season 4 dropped of it. It's a pretty good show. But I'm not here to talk about shows tonight. I'm not even really sure what I'm here to talk about. But it's definitely not TV shows. Man, that's good. That's a freaking Canada. If you don't know what I'm drinking, and you're wondering, it's a freaking Canada Dry Cranberry Ginger Ale. Man, that hits a freaking spot. Holy smokes. So, where was I at? Oh, I think a lot of different things throughout the day, my work day, of like I want to talk about, I want to, bring up on the show, maybe do a show about. And I never write anything down. I should, but I never write anything down or make notes. And then like I forget about what I wanted to talk about by the time I actually get in the studio. But I was driving home today from work and, I was listening to a podcast with an astrologist on there, and I was just super fascinated by the conversation they were having, which was, kind of the conjunction of Pluto and Saturn on winter solstice, which happened in the year 2020, when everything started going crazy. And the astrologer on there was saying that this conjunction only happens every 40 years. And for the past 200 years, Pluto and Saturn, the conjunction that was made has been in an earth sign, if you're familiar with astrology at all. But it was been in an earth sign, and on the winter solstice in January of 2020, when those two planets came in conjunction with one another again, it was in the sign of Aquarius. And he was saying how that was like the age of Aquarius, like the official age of Aquarius. And I think that's an interesting concept to talk about and think about. Basically, the stars being a map, a road map, and the only true calendar to live our lives by really is astrology. And it's just an interesting concept to think about, going back to the age of Aquarius. I've talked about the age of Aquarius a lot, the age of awakening. And what this astrologer was talking about was how, the stars can be used for good purposes, or it can be used for evil purposes. And I found that super interesting because we see a lot of darkness going on in the world right now. We see a lot of things that don't make sense. And, also we see an awakening happening at the same time with everybody. At least this is my perspective and the reality I live in, is that there's like a mass awakening happening. People starting to see, the lies, the bullshit that we've been told over the years, and ultimately the power structure that is bogus. It's all manipulation, lies, deceit, and I see people waking up to that left and right, and starting to do research for themselves and formulate their own opinion on everything. But at the same time, there is a lot of that darkness going on too that we see for control and power and enslavement over humanity, which is, brings us to this crossroads of, where are we at as a species against the darker forces on this planet, and how does that tie in on our own individual journey? And those are things I think about a lot. I think about a lot, but I have a hard time expressing and kind of keeping a conversation going with people on. So, but yeah, man, it's just super fascinating to me, the age of Aquarius, and for the next 160 years, this conjunction between Pluto and Saturn, which both planets are, Pluto is the planet of like destruction and death and a lot of things like that, and Saturn is the planet, going to that back to like pagan belief systems and things like that, is the planet of karma and justification, like justice, and there's a lot of, there's some dark energy tied with Saturn as well, but that doesn't mean like necessarily everything's going to be bad, so that happening in Aquarius though is super fascinating and exciting for me because I'm an Aquarius. If you guys didn't know, my birthday's in a couple days. But not to get off track, but I love learning about like the Aquarius traits, the Aquarius energy, which is creativity, it is communication, it is everything you're seeing right now with like the technology, improvements and advances through technology. And I guess one of the biggest things is, dude, with the whole awakening thing, and why I love it again, going back to the age of Aquarius, the start of it, is the whole process of me starting this podcast, this YouTube channel, just kind of jumping into it, something completely new, something I never thought I'd be doing, and running with it. And I love it. It's fun. I have a lot of fun doing these videos and the podcasts and kind of creating content. But I think about on a deeper level where I want to take the direction of the channel, where I want to, where I really want things to kind of go or could see them going, and also what my purpose is. How am I gonna, what is the purpose of me kind of doing this? And yes, it is for fun, but I think to myself, on a deeper level that, for the most part, I have pretty good confidence speaking, and I want to, really kind of be a role model for people out there. And I'm not perfect by any means, but I want to help people really kind of understand what's going on, understand themselves, and find strength within themselves and energy, and kind of understand that everything is energy. Nikola Tesla said that everything is energy. If you want to know the secrets of the universe, learn energy. And that's kind of where I foresee the channel going. How it's going to happen, I don't know. But that's kind of what I want to do, because it's so easy to get caught up in the brokenness of and the brokenness of the world, what the mainstream narrative wants people to think about themselves, about other people, set all these high expectations for yourself, and it's just a constant struggle. And I've been there, done that, and I kind of want to help people make sense throughout the storm as well, in my own way. There's multiple ways, I think, for people to kind of get through things and make sense of the times that we live in. But those of you that know me know that I am, I'm an Aquarius, and I can be a little out there, a little strange sometimes, and I am totally embrace my uniqueness. I freaking love that about myself, and I haven't always, though. I haven't always fully embraced like who I was. So I don't know. That's what I got for you guys. It's almost 10 minutes here. I got a lot of things to wrap up. Maybe you guys saw that picture I did of the bedroom. Really doing some restoration stuff in the Druid Sanctuary, as I like to call it here. And the next thing on the list is this studio. I really I thought I'd be liking this color. I'm not really liking this color in this room. It's very dungeon-ish, So one thing at a time, but good projects to have in the winter, man, is, home restoration. And for a lot of times you can find very inexpensive ways to redo things and freshen up the energy. Like I've said it before, our homes are an extension of our mind, of our energy, of our peace. So it's important to take care of these things and keep them in order. But closing out with that note, I hope everybody has a great weekend. Got some exciting things coming up for everybody. Just not sure what they are yet. So I will see you guys on the next one. Stay safe, stay warm. And man, we'll be in February before you know it. I love you guys. I'll see you later. This is Swordfire X5 out.